Right, Shalom. First and foremost, when I start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Akwath, and Shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Now, this lesson is going to be a quick one just based on the tornado producing storms that hit multiple communities yesterday. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will be edified. It says multiple communities in Kansas have had damage after reported tornadoes and severe storms. The city of Ottawa, Kansas, says that after the National Weather Service issued a tornado warning at approximately 7:25 p.m. on Monday, April 13th, a storm caused structural damage to buildings. Officials say that 3 people suffered minor injuries at a home with significant damage east of Ottawa in Franklin County. The city says that no injuries or fatalities have been reported within city limits. Officials say the majority of the town is without power and street lights aren't working. KCTV reported that Main Street from 1st to 6th does have lights back on as of 10:36 p.m. Ottawa USD 290 has canceled school on Tuesday, April 14th due to the storm aftermath. Officials are asking community members to stay off the roadways and to stay away from downed power lines. They also say that all city and county emergency personnel are responding to the weather event. At this time, there is no estimate as to when power will be restored in Ottawa. In Hillsdale, Kansas, a spotter shared a photo of a tornado. Viewer photos show significant damage there as well. Yep, so the Lord is still dishing out these storms and tempests. Isaiah 29:6, Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm, and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. And when you look up the definition of tempest, it means a violent, windy storm, such as hurricanes or tornadoes. And as we get into these warmer weather months, there's going to be more tornadoes that touch down and wreak havoc in the Midwest. And in the South. Salakia, I blanked for a second. Isaiah 28:2, Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which has a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And even when the Lord doesn't send a full-blown tornado, if he just sends powerful enough winds, that can cause damage. It could tip trucks over, it could tear the roof off of buildings and homes, could knock trees over. If there's a lot of rain, it could cause flooding. If there's a lot of lightning, it could spark fires. Like the Lord is really not playing. The Lord has this war going on out there in Western Asia, what people ignorantly refer to as the Middle East. The Lord has these earthquakes happening. He has these storms and tempests happening. He has fires happening. Like, it's just a lot going on. That's how you know that we're living in the last days. Psalms 11:6, Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and in horrible tempest. this shall be the portion of their cup. And these tornadoes are going to increase in frequency. They're going to increase in how many of them spawn at once. Instead of just one tornado, it's going to be 3 tornadoes or 4 tornadoes. And they're just going to sweep through certain areas and just wipe them out, basically. That's the time and season that we're in. Psalms 83:14, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Verse 15, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. And the Lord is persecuting certain places with his tempest, with his tornadoes. And soon it will be hurricanes as well. And seeing as we're in the last days, these storms and tempests will be a lot stronger, a lot more destructive and deadlier than they have been in the past. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people will say, oh, this is global warming or Mother Nature or something. But really, this is just the work of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. This is him pouring out his wrath upon the earth, using his storms and tempests to punish these wicked people with whom he is angry with every day, according to Psalms 7 and 11. And like it says in Psalms 9 and 16, the Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands, Higgaion Selah. So all the people who do get caught up in these tornadoes, they're merely being punished by the Lord for whatever wickedness they were doing. These wicked people, they're going to reap what they have sown in these last days. And some of that will manifest in the form of these powerful, destructive, deadly storms and tempests. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. Closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash, the water Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere Akwath. And shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these other nations and look like these other nations. I hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up. And Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, Shalom.